Ekse Fede. Otherwise, what's up? Welcome back. Or should I say Ekse Fede? Otherwise, I think it's fair to say it's a good day. It's a good sunny day. We're still breathing. One breath at a time, one breath at a time. I think sometimes we forget that sometimes all it takes is one breath at a time. That's all it takes. If you're ever feeling overwhelmed, just remember this. Take it one breath at a time. Not one day, not one moment, not 1 minute. Just one breath. That's all it takes. I think we've forgotten this. That you're still breathing. We're still breathing. And as long as we're breathing, I think there's a chance, there's a possibility that things will get better. Or even if they don't get better, they won't stay the same. I think that is freedom. Freedom is realizing that everything is changing. Everything is consistently changing. It's in constant motion. Nothing stays the same. If anything stays the same, it dies. So I think it's calming to know that, to remember that things won't always be this way. And I mean that for good things and for bad. For good and for bad, because my bad is your good and your good is my bad. So, we give meaning to things. We can say this is a bad experience. And the same experience that you coined bad, someone can say that was a good experience because, out of it, there was the seed of equivalent benefit. And I was having a talk with a friend this morning, and she was telling me that she's going through a rough patch, that she's not okay, and and I think that's life. I think it's life that things won't always be good, but it's also life that things won't always be bad. Funny enough. I think if you are conscious enough to see even the good and the bad, or even the bad and the good, then, and I think it's a ripple effect. It affects the way you think, the way you see things, because I don't think we all view the same thing in one linear way, and so I just wanted to remind you that don't dwell on your misfortunes. Instead, try and find the message. If there is no message, well, just remember that it won't always be like this. It won't always be like this. In fact, kuzoshintsha. Things change. And even if they don't change immediately, things will change, And I think I'm here to remind you that, I just came here to remind you that today, that things change. Yeah, man, the world there's so much noise. There's so much going on. There's, there's corporate, there's institutions, there's marketing people, all just trying to get your attention. All of them, they're fighting for your attention. If you think about it, all these billboards, these advertisements, billboards, ads, or if you like to call on your phone, ads on the apps you use, ads for the apps you use, for the devices you use. All these ads, they're for you and I. They're trying to get our attention. And there's a saying that where attention goes, energy flows. So where is your attention? Is it on the latest series? Is it on the latest gossip? Is it on the latest news? Where is your attention going? Because we'll never get it back. Once it's gone, you can never get it back. Just like this moment that I'm having with you, it's fleeting. But in it fleeting, I've chosen that this is what I want to do, that I want to come today and have a talk with you. And am I having fun? A little bit. I hope you're having fun. No, don't mind me. I'm just talking. I don't know much. I'm not so new in this world. I'm still a babe in this world. I haven't even reached 3 decades being alive. So, don't listen to me. I'm just sharing my thoughts. What I'm thinking. So, yeah. And just remember to forgive often. That's difficult. It's a difficult thing, forgiveness, because of this thing called memory, or muscle memory. You remember, whether you want to or not, you remember the things that happened, or how you were ill-treated. But also, remember you're doing it for you, you're doing it for yourself. Because I think there's an old Chinese saying that says, holding on to anger or resentment is like holding a hot coal in your hand with the intention of throwing it to the person who hurt you, or to the person who did you unjustly. But as you pick up that hot coal and are about to throw it, you get burned more than the person you're throwing it at. It's an interesting concept, and I think it's true, because so I hate this person, I hate that, but your hate does nothing to the next person. My hate for you does nothing to you. I have to live with that burden that I hate you. I have to live with it. You don't. To you, it's just like brushing off a fly. It's like, he hates me, so what, wabo? So just remember that hate or that resentment, regret, it's weighing heavily on you, rather than on the person that you're trying to direct it towards, per se. And I mean, life is a fluctuation of good and bad. And I don't think anyone has their life just good, no matter what you see on the outside. Because remember, the outside projection is deceiving. Excuse me. Because as the saying goes, looks can be deceiving. So, no one has it all under control. No one has it 100%. And I think that's relieving to know that no one has it 100%, because you're not alone, I'm not alone. I've got my troubles, you've got your troubles. And we're just out here trying to make it work. So, yeah, don't forget that. You're not alone. Yes, your troubles are your own. Your troubles are yours alone. But you're not alone, Yeah. I think I just wanted to share that with you. That's something that was also shared down to me, passed on down to me. And it's freeing to know this, that you're not alone. You're not alone. Forgive often. Love often. Love a lot. Don't let it leave you. Don't let love leave you. Laugh. Say I'm fun. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to laugh. We're not here forever. We are not here forever. And I think sometimes we forget that. We take that for granted. We think we'll be here tomorrow. No one knows tomorrow. And those who thought they would be here today are not. So I think gratitude. Be grateful, man. Be grateful for your problems. Things could be worse. And drink a lot of water. Don't forget that. Cut off the distractions. Have time to yourself. Go within. Find you. Find who you are. Find what do you want. How do you feel? What do you see that other people don't see? What's your gift? Because life is short, and many a times people are buried with their dreams still embedded in them. What a crime. That is a crime. I think we should all die empty as much as we can. I'm not saying do everything all at once today. No. What I'm saying is do one thing many times. Because at the end of the day, we're not here for long. And we know it. Don't forget to stretch also. Man, it's been a while. And look at the sky more often. Yes, I think that's another rule. We should all look at the sky more often. I think we should all also do the hard thing. Go for the jog. Go for the walk. Work out. Learn a new skill. Talk to random strangers. Say hi to someone. Compliment them. Say the difficult thing. Do the difficult thing. Be the bigger person. All these things are difficult, even for myself, because it's easier said than done, isn't it? It's easier for me to talk about it, to tell you all about it, but doing is very, very difficult, because the thing that I should do, I do not, but the thing that I should not do, I do. So you understand how difficult it is? Oh, but I'm not saying there's something with stretching, man, that just stretches your soul, stretches your being, just stretches you also too. It's like an intimate thing. I think yes, stretching is an intimate relationship with your body, and we should all be more intimate with our bodies more often. You know, we need to listen to them. What is my body telling me now? You know. Ooh. Touch grass. I haven't done a keep up in a while. Let's see if I still know how to keep up. Okay. Ooh. It's been a while. It's been a while. But remember that, take time to yourself. Take time to breathe, you know. And just remember, the people who thought they would be here today are as equally surprised as we are. Ooh. Should probably go back in there. There we go. And yeah, man, it's not easy. No one's said it would be easy. I don't think we came here to live an easy life. I think we came here to evolve, to grow, to go against the tide, but also go with the tide. I think it's dance. It's a dance, Even the step back is a dance. So I don't think you'll always be going forward in life, As much as it's necessary for our growth, I don't think going forward only is the point, because then even cars show this, you need to reverse sometimes in order to take a new direction, yeah. So if there's anything you take from what I've been rambling about today, I think it would be that slow down. Slow down. You're doing fine. You're doing fine, man. We are doing fine. We're doing okay. We're still breathing. One breath at a time. 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 You're doing good. You're doing great. Good job. Yeah. You're doing great. Remember to sit alone more often. Oh yeah, and write stuff down. I don't say to write shit down, but it's hard to write shit down, because it's difficult to write shit, So maybe it's stuff because it makes it more readable. Ooh, I'm a little bit stiff. So yeah, I think that's what I wanted to say today. touch the grass more often. Touch the grass more often. And we're going to be okay. We made it through another day. Remember last year when you thought you wouldn't make it? Look at you now. Look at you now. I think there's something within you which is very, very, very resilient. Find that thing and nurture it. Look after it. Look after that thing that says no matter what, I will not give up. I will rage against the dying of the light. There's something within you which is so powerful. There's something within you which is so very powerful. I hope you know it. I hope you know it. Look after your body. There's a wise man who was talking to me the other day, and I was listening, and he was talking about cars and all the different automobiles, and he said to me, life is a lot like cars, and your body is the chosen car that you have chosen. But he says, with that being said, you need to look after that car. You need to look after your car. Give it service once in a while. And the more you look after it, the less servicing it has to undergo. So I was just, I think it was a very interesting analogy, because if you think about it, your body can only take you as far as how well you keep it, how well you maintain it. Mileage is very important. You can't just put whatever into the computer and then expect it to give you treasures. Garbage in, garbage out, But not just garbage in, garbage in. What are you feeding yourself? What are you feeding into your mind? Jim Rohn once said that the mind is as a storehouse of fortunes, but you have to stand guard at the door of your mind, because what you put in is what you're going to get out. So I think it's very important. It's very important to remember that, and it's also very important to listen to your body. Because I think our body talks to us a lot. When you're stressed, when you're anxious, the first thing to show is your body. And if you think about it, anxiety and stress are all psychological, and it is said that we suffer more in imagination than in reality. I think it is true, because sometimes we take something and we just put it out of proportion. And that manifests as anxiety or stress or paranoia or depression, because we are dwelling too much on the inside. We're dwelling too much on the problem, dwelling too much on the troubles or the pain. And I just want to remind you that go within, right? Not really within, go within your heart, go within the mind or the heart of your mind. Go within the emotions, energy in motion, emotion. But also go out more. Go out more. Touch the grass. Take walks. And just look after yourself. I think that is freeing. So do that more often. And watch how calm your body gets. Just watch how you move differently. You'll be surprised. Anyway, look after yourself. Until we meet again. It has been Chobs on Chobs Afternoon Drive. Your host, Buelano Choban. Very smart, Lise. Thank you for having me.